But it's Bitcoin. I mean, if you want exposure to crypto volatility, it's Bitcoin. I mean, it's not, ETH is not the go-to place unless you start to understand the utility of it. And then you start to ask yourself, well, why am I only in ETH? Why am I not on L2s? Like, why am I just doing ETH? So I think for the billions that are waiting to come into crypto, it's not going to be ETH. It's going to be Bitcoin itself. And, frankly, there's a lot of people that say, I don't need anything else. If I want exposure to crypto volatility, I'll just buy Bitcoin.
Kevin O'Leary won't say XRP, Bitcoin and mass adoption, and predicting the Ethereum collapse, Johnny. And this is something I've been emphasizing since day one of this bull market. There will be a day where Ethereum falls and XRP rises. And guys like Kevin O'Leary will shift their conversations away from just being focused on Bitcoin and into some of these other projects that have more utility and better technology. Floor is yours, my friend. What are some of your thoughts?
Right now, the whole world is trying to figure out what is crypto, what is blockchain, what should I get into? They don't know it, Abs. They don't understand it. So what happens? You kind of gravitate to the big boy. And we all know that, listen, it all starts with Bitcoin. Listen, we're not going to be, I'm not going to sit here and pretend to be a maxi and XRP. I love XRP. It's my number one biggest bag holding. But I also am smart enough to recognize there are other things out there that's driving this industry. And Bitcoin, whether you like it or not, is the driver. It is the mothership of this thing. So he's not wrong when he says, Bitcoin is where the volatility is at. And when you think about Ethereum being number 2, and he talks about the utility play of it, well, if you're in that one, why aren't you in the rest? He's not wrong. And that's where it gets exciting, my friend, because people are going to start realizing it's like the candy shop analogy. It's perfect. You come in because of Bitcoin. But once you're here, people are going to want exposure to Bitcoin at first. But Abs, what are everybody investing? Why do people invest in crypto?
To make money. And here's the reality, guys. This market is still dominated by Bitcoin, as 63% of the market is still in Bitcoin's capital, 1.9 trillion in total market cap. Ethereum is about 7.5%. XRP currently 4.3% of the market. But again, I'm going to ask the live chat, guys, comment underneath this video. Do you believe that XRP passes Ethereum this bull market? I've been saying yes. I think you agree with me here, Johnny, but let's make the point that we'd like to very, very clear. These ETFs are on the horizon. Regulation is on the horizon. And that means the biggest pools of capital in a regulated way can now get exposure to digital assets. Kevin O'Leary was saying that starts with Bitcoin. I believe it's going to quickly expand into these utility tokens like Hedera, Solana, and of course, XRP. Any thoughts on that happening in 2025?
Yeah, well, I think you'll start to see some of that happen in 2025. With the pro-crypto administration we have in place, it makes total sense that the next logical ETF we will get will be an XRP. There's like 17 of them out there. There's only one we're waiting for. One company who hasn't done it yet. You know the name. We all know the name. Why it hasn't come out yet, I'm not sure. But when BlackRock comes out with their ETF, XRP ETF, I think that'll just be the catalyst that kind of makes all those come together, and you'll get all 17 approved probably at once. And then from there, it's like, well, what's next? And I've been calling out for years, Abs. I think we'll see baskets of ETFs coming. We'll see payment ETF, smart contract ETF, our real world tokenization ETF. ETFs coming out all over the place. They're going to be out there driving in liquidity, Why is that important to you and me? It takes demand. It takes supply out, drives demand up. That means price go up. Good for you and me.
Well, here's what we know, guys. Standard Chartered has already predicted that XRP will be $12.50 by 2028. One's underneath the video if you agree. Two's if you think we do not get there. But they're also predicting that the spot XRP ETFs will be approved in Q3 2025. And I'll throw out a couple of dates, guys. May 22nd, they have to make a decision on the Grayscale spot ETF. June 17th, they have the $1.5 trillion Franklin Templeton's XRP ETF on the ballot. I think it's pretty definitive. But Johnny, a couple of other tokens and big predictions they have. They think AVAX could do a 10x between now and 2029, reaching $250, as well as Bitcoin reaching $500,000. Is it possible, my friend? Floor is yours.
I certainly think, listen, AVAX was in the hundreds. So to go another, to the two, I think it's very, very possible. AVAX, big gaming play, which I think is going to be big. I don't think that's out of the range. 500,000 Bitcoin. Here's the deal with Bitcoin, Abs. For me, I view it as very, very binary. If we get the Senator Loomis bill that's going to get passed that we know is in Congress. And I think you had played on the show the other day that President Trump now supports the Loomis bill. If that bill passes, there will be 190, 200 plus countries that are then going to start coming after governments that are going to want to start stockpiling Bitcoin just like the U.S. is. And I think that's going to drive up the supply, the demand requirement. Obviously, supply is limited at 21 million. Do I think 500K is possible? Abso-freaking-lutely. If that happens, in fact, I'll be honest with you, I think 500K is low if that happens within 5 years. I think you can see Bitcoin at $1 million, maybe even higher.
Very important too. And a big stipulation here, guys, any U.S. government purchased Bitcoin cannot be sold for 20 years, according to the Loomis bill. So that's a very long time. I do want to give this breaking news announcement, guys. We are going to be giving away 2 VIP tickets to XRP Las Vegas on our first live stream, which takes place May 6th, 8:30 p.m. And if you'd like a chance to win this raffle here, head on over to the link below this video. It will be posted underneath the video, the surveymonkey.com link. Post your first and last name as well as your cell phone number. You are going to be entered into the random number generator we are using to select 1 or 2 lucky winners here. So we love you. We appreciate you. We look forward to giving back to you, and we'll see you all in the next one.